Hello, this is Arthur from Geometrics, and today I'll be showcasing our latest and greatest MagEditor software, the editing tool that will allow you to quickly edit and process your data. As with any other editing software, the first thing we're going to do is go into our files and import our data, which in this case is going to be a CSV file. Okay, you'll notice that on the y-axis we have latitude, on the x-axis we'll have longitude, and in the center we'll have our file name. If you had a base data, you can do file import base file, and it'll automatically apply any corrections once you upload that base data. You'll notice that if you press the escape key, you can toggle between map and time series view. You can also do that by hitting the taskbar up here, or you can do switch view. Now, one of the things you might be concerned about when you're taking a survey is the noise level. With the MagEditor, a low pass filter of 0.2 is automatically applied to your data, but if you wanted to change it or disable it, you can go into Edit, click Low Pass Filter, and change those settings in here. We're going to keep it as is for now, but if you change it, you should see some changes in your time series map. Aside from removing noise from your data, you might also want to remove the turns, takeoff, and landing from your data. And what we can do is to go into Data Point Edit. This will allow us to draw a red square by using left click, and when we release, it will disable all the data in the region that we highlighted. Now we could do that for all of these different twists and turns, or we can go into Advanced Edit. And what Advanced Edit will do will let us draw a line instead, which upon release will form another square. This will automatically disable all the data formed in that region. Or you can also increment the size of your square. And when you do that, you can press this X button, disable and advanced edit. This pop-up window will open and allow us to disable all that data in that region. Okay, and as you can see, these regions are grayed out and have been removed. We could do that again here, but there's actually another way to remove that data. What we can do is press the escape key, and since we know those are the takeoff and landings, we can actually just use the data point edit feature to just draw a square over that region. So if we do this, you can see all that data being disabled. All right, let's hit the escape key one more time, and you can see a lot of the takeoff and landing have been removed. It looks like we missed some points, so let's go back into Advanced Data Edit and just clear that out real quick. There you have it. Now that we have our turns, takeoff, and landings removed, let's say we're really interested at looking at the lines individually. What we can do is go into Edit and do Auto Line Generation. This will open a window where we'll enter in the information that corresponds to the lines that we just created. We'll press OK, and you'll see it'll label the lines 1 through 14 for us. Now, if you're interested in the level correction, what you can do is go into Edit and go into Line Definition, and you can see the correction that's automatically done. Now you notice if you go into Total Field Profile, you can actually see the individual lines. And you can change how many of those lines are being displayed at once by going to Profile Display Setting, and let's change this to have all survey lines. And from here, you can see some critical magnetometer values occurring at lines 7 through 1, let's say. But if you didn't want to display them all at once again, you can go to Profile Display Settings. You can change lines per. Let's do 7. And this will allow you, using your arrow keys, you can pan back and forth between those different lines. And lastly, what you can look at is also look at the total field image, which will display a nice color map of your survey. You can change the resolution by going into View, Image Display Setting, selecting 256. Feel free to play around with all these other parameters, and we should be getting a much clearer image. So this was really quick editing and processing with the Mag Editor. For more information, please refer to the Quick Start Guide. Thank you for watching.